Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wulan Ramadani from English Education 2018 Class D. In this video, I'm going to talk about English for specific purposes. So, let's get started. The origins of ESP. ESP was not a planned and coherent movement, but rather a phenomenon that grew out of a number of convergent trends and have operated in a variety of ways around the world, especially designed for learners who need it. There are three main reasons common to the emergence of all ESP. 1. The demand of a brave new word. This development was to exert pressure on the language teaching profession to deliver the required goods. 2. A revolution in linguistics. The gained ground in English that need by a particular group of learners is by analyzing the linguistic characteristic of their specialist area of work or study. 3. Focus of the learner. Learners were seen to have different needs and interests, which have an important influence on their motivation to learn and the effectiveness of their learning. 2. The development of ESP. 1. The concept of spatial language register analysis. Register analysis is an analysis of the grammatical and lexical features of language used for specific purpose or in certain social settings. 2. Beyond the sentence, rhetorical or discourse analysis. Register analysis has focused on the grammar of sentence, but now attention is turning to understanding how sentences are combined in discourse to produce meaning. 3. Target situation analysis. Target situation analysis aims to take students exciting knowledge and establish it on a more scientific basis by establishing procedure for relating language analysis more closely to student reason for learning. 4. Skills and strategies. The central idea behind the skills-centered approach is that underpinning all language use is a common process of reasoning and interpretation, which, regardless of surface from, allows us the exact meaning from discourse. 5. A learning-centered approach. ESP pays more attention to language learning than language use. A valid ESP approach must be based on an understanding of the language learning process. Course design. In the ESP course, many things must be considered so that the features in the ESP are used appropriately. There are 6 main stages that are very important in the development of an ESP course. First, classical or traditional grammar. Second, structural linguistic. Third, grammatical transformative. Fourth, language variation and register analysis. 5. Functional or notional grammar. 6. Teaching analysis or rhetoric. Theory of learning. Language can only be well understood as a reflection of the human thought process. Language learning is conditioned by the way the mind observes, organizes, and stores information. There are 5 main stages of development, which are relevant to modern language teachers. 1. Behaviorism, learning as habit formation. Learning is a mechanical process of habit formation and result by repeated reinforcement of a stimulus-response sequence. 2. Mentalism, thinking as rule-governed activity. Learning is not just a form of habit but a rule of learning. The process by which individual experiences are used with to formulate provisional hypotheses or conjectures. 3. Cognitive code, learners as thinking beings. 4. The effective factor, learners as emotional beings. Emotional reaction to learning experience are the basic foundation for the onset of process. 5. Learning and acquisition. Learning is seen as a conscious process, whereas skill takes place unconsciously. 5. A model for learning. A learning model will provide a practical research or reference for ESP teachers and course designers. Need analysis. Analysis of general English and English for specific purpose is the question will be the same but the answer will be different. Target needs analysis. Needs are about what learners must know in order to function effectively in the target situation. Disadvantages. The drawback is the difference between student current competencies and desired competencies. Desire. Ones are those needs in which students place a higher priority in the available and limited times. Approaches to course design. Course designs is processing the raw data of learning needs to produce an integrated set of teaching and learning experiences with the aims of directing learners to specific knowledge state. There are 3 main types of course design. 1. Language-centered course design. 2. Skills-centered course design. 3. A learning-centered approach. Well, thank you for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.